Alright guys, what's up? We are here for another video, and no let's play tonight, guys, because I'm just tired. I'm just tired of gaming. Right now I'm just tired. You know these guys who always want a game, always gaming. Oh, they always want a game. They don't want to take a break. They always want to play, man. Like, I'm like, hey, we could take one day off, just one, like just tonight. We're not gonna do this, and they be hating like, no, you're not a real gamer. You're not a real fake gamer. You have to play. You guys always have to play games all the time. You have your games, man, and you always have to play for hours, man. You cannot play for 1 hour sometimes and just be like, okay, 1 hour is enough. No. You guys don't have never enough. You always want to play. But I'm not like that. I cannot play games for too long. I just can't do this. And you guys don't see the difference between a let's player and with other words called the archiver. We're archiving these games so we can watch them and we play less. But it's not the topic we here for. Here tonight we just talking about the Nintendo Direct. Nintendo Direct, who's gonna drop tomorrow. This is the last Nintendo Direct for the Nintendo Switch, which shows that the Nintendo Switch was there for a long time. With so many Nintendo Directs we got for the Switch, and after that, I think next month we're gonna have a Nintendo Direct for the Switch too. Which gonna be more exciting probably because we're gonna receive really new stuff. Like for this presentation, I go in there for expectations, guys. I don't expect nothing, I don't expect nothing, What I think we're gonna see, what the games are. First of all, I think they're for sure gonna show a new Mario game, right? Mario. We want Mario. I just want Mario. I want to see Mario right now. Mario. If Mario be in front of my door, I would just invite him in and ask him if he want to watch Nintendo Direct with us, because we want for 100% sure know that they're gonna show us a new Mario game. And if not, man, then all this Nintendo Direct makes no sense, man. Yeah. Well, the thing with Mario, we'll watch this and that's it. What else? What else would they show? I mean, it's Nintendo, so we want to watch. This is something they're gonna show, right? Another Mario game. What else? I think they could possibly show would be a new Zelda game. How about a new Zelda game? A new Zelda game sounds good. I know they recently showed, but maybe they have another one. If they don't show a Zelda game, I'm cool with that, But if they do, I'm like, I kind of expected it. I don't think they're gonna show a new Metroid game because they already showed it last presentation. They showed the Metroid game, so they're not gonna show a Metroid game. My friend wanted a Donkey Kong game, new Donkey Kong game. I have nothing against it. Me personally, do not expect a Donkey Kong game. Would I hate it? No. So is there gonna be Mario, Zelda, Donkey Kong? Is this possible? Could this be possible? Could there be like some Smash related stuff? Smash Bros. That's what I want to see Nintendo. I know you guys announced your last DLC character and stuff, but could there be some more Smash stuff? This is what we want to see, though. The more I think about it, what do you guys want to show us? How long is it gonna be? I'm here sitting. Is it gonna be that long? I don't know. I'm still gonna watch it, guys. I'm still gonna watch it. I don't think I'm gonna make a reaction. Let's see if I can make a reaction, or just watch it and then I'll make a video afterwards, because I don't know when it starts and I don't care. I'm just gonna go to bed, guys, and then when I wake up, I'll check if it's already live and direct, guys. So we'll see if we make a live reaction or not. Okay, and if I was right, and I know there were leaks, guys. I know about the leaks, but I don't really care about the leaks, I don't really care, and Yeah, what else are they gonna show us? Earthbound? Are they gonna show his mother? Are they gonna show us Kid Icarus again? You know, guys, all these titles that were on the 3DS and are lost in the 3DS. Are they gonna show stuff like this? I thought the Switch is pretty much done. I thought it's done. I thought they want to move over to the next. Switch 2 and make a direct about this, but the Switch ain't quite done. And tomorrow they're gonna be done. And the games they show they'll be released this year, right? This year or very soon. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Me personally, I do not expect them actually showing all of this. Maybe some of them they're gonna throw in there. You know, don't show me no. How is this game even called? Pikmin. You know, Me personally, I don't want to see Pikmin game. Oh, Pikmin. I don't care if you're gonna show me this again. I'm just gonna be like, Nintendo, you guys are so predictable and you always do the same. It's like me and my friend talking about, man, this guy is just angry, this Nintendo guy, Shigeru Miyamoto, you're just salty and butt hurt, you're butt hurt because you have newer guys in your company making better Mario games than you ever made, and you're pissed about it. And you just keep reminding us all, but I made Mario World. I made Super Mario World, guys. You need to remember, I did this. You know, but you haven't made a great game after Mario Bros. 3 and Mario World. No, you haven't really made a game that, you know, others would be like, you know, we can make this too. Yeah, sure, the new Super Mario Bros. May be good games, but at this point, it's like, it's at the level of programming, gaming, many would be like, you know, we can do this too, because why else would you guys release something like a Mario Maker? So that's it, guys. That's pretty much all I want to see. I just want to see the crisp of Nintendo, because Nintendo, you don't have much anyway to offer. Or are you going to port some extra games from other consoles? Are you going to finally port them to Nintendo? We don't know. We don't really know what they're going to show. I'm not too hyped, you know, but who knows? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's going to be really great. Maybe it's going to really be Nintendo Direct everybody likes. Okay? Because that's the thing. When they released the Switch, you know, guys, when they did the first Nintendo Direct for the Switch, they made sure it's not going to flop like the Wii U. It's going to be better received, so they really planned everything. And I know some of y'all are going to be like, the Switch 2 is going to flop, but I don't think so. I don't think the Switch 2 going to flop. I'm maybe not going to buy it, you know, because you guys tend to, you're just saying that this console is going to flop because you cannot afford them. Guys, first of all, I don't even know if I'm going to buy the Switch 2. Maybe yeah, maybe no, but I'm already telling you guys, I don't think it's going to flop. At least it's not going to flop as PS5 or Xboxes, they are flopping right now. Okay, it's not, because it's a handheld console. Handheld cannot flop, guys. It can flop. Simple as that, man. Simple as that. You know why? Because Sony's not even doing handheld anymore. You heard these guys talk about, yeah, Sony's gonna release a handheld, but then I have to hear about the handheld. Ever since, still have to hear about it, bro. So yeah. That's also just something. But yeah, guys, I did not want to be here for too long, you know, but I'm bear with you guys a little bit longer before I go. You know, guys, you know, when is this Nintendo Direct gonna drop? March 27th, right? What is March 27th? It's also my birthday, guys. Tomorrow is my birthday, guys. Okay, so we can watch the Nintendo Direct, and while it's my birthday, we can just watch them and eat and cake and stuff. So I'll really see if I can do it live, but if not, I'll still make it a reaction. I'm still gonna tell you guys how I felt about it, because right now I just don't know nothing, and I'm just like, I want pro stuff. Oh, what are you gonna do? Are you gonna port some? Because you already did that. You ported Mario Sunshine on the Switch. Are you gonna do this again? Are you gonna do some crazy stuff, Nintendo? I'm here for it, guys. The craziest thing Nintendo can do is actually take Smash Bros. Melee and port it for the Switch. How about that? Nintendo? How about taking Melee, even Brawl, but you don't have to take Brawl. Completely ignore Brawl. Just take the first Smash Bros. And Melee and repackage and make a collection, HD collection. If you want, put Brawl in there, but honestly, I don't give a fuck. And you make the Smash Bros. Collection, and we can download it and play it on the Switch. This would just be mind-blowing if I get to play Melee on the Switch. You know, but other than this, guys, you cannot really do much. Or what else would you want to do? Would you like actually take Mario Kart Wii and port it for the Wii? No, because then you guys would actually admit that the games you make nowadays for the Switch are kind of crap, right? And you have to take your games from the Wii previous consoles and re-release them. You do this, but you do this like a more sneaky way. You just throw in one or two every year. We're watching your Nintendo, and then you guys are like shocked that we know this, but we're watching you guys. We're watching you. We played your games, guys. Of course, we're gonna know about this. So that's all I want to see. I want to see. This is the perfect guy. This is the perfect Nintendo Direct. They're like, okay, Mario. And then after that, we're gonna port all the games we fucked up. We're gonna port them. So all the Melee, all the great GameCube games. I'm not gonna go too much in detail. You know, that at this point, you guys could do it. You could finally take the Pokemon for the Game Boy Advance. You could finally do this and port this as well. But I think you guys not gonna do this because everyone who modded their Switch already playing Game Boy Advance games on their Switch. So I don't need it, you know. I was just saying that would be cool to see. It would be cool to live in a world where you actually be like, okay, we're gonna release Ruby Sapphire, maybe Leaf Green, Game Boy Advance, remastered, repackaged. Or even the Game Boy Color, you know. Or did they? Did Nintendo already release the Game Boy Color, red and green, back for the Switch? Maybe they didn't do it because you could just buy a 3DS. But that's the point. They could then do something else. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much all they could do, though. That's all they could do, guys. You know, and it's more about the guys who you guys are out of touch. So is the presentation going to be? I'm gonna tell you guys this. Am I gonna like one or two things? You know, but the rest I'm gonna be like, this all garbage. And you better not show no phone stuff. I don't want to see no phone games. Fuck the phone games. Phone game. No, nobody gives a shit. Okay, I'm telling you right now. No, nobody cares. Nobody want to play on the phone like that. Okay, there are enough phone games already, so we don't need a Nintendo Fight game. We don't need it. Okay, so these are my expectations for the Nintendo Direct on my birthday tomorrow. We'll wake up very early. We're gonna watch this. Okay, this is what I expect. Exactly nothing. I don't expect nothing. But just your old guys who still there want to show yourselves. You know, because you guys also know it's one of your last Direct. These guys know their time is up. They're just making the last Direct with a little bit of cry. I don't want to leave. That was my dream job, my dream. I could make a great Mario game since the SNES. Ever since we all sucked. The Nintendo died at the SNES. You guys say it peaked? No, guys, it died there. It died at the Super Famicom. We didn't give a fuck about the N64, and that's why you guys delayed it. They're probably gonna show something about the N64. We had to delay it. So it's all about this, guys. All about this. Didn't the N64 should already come out? Guys, man, why are you so late with these things, man? And are we gonna see something great? Is something gonna be great? Is something gonna be different? Is it not gonna be Mario? It's gonna maybe like a Peach game, but it's good. We don't know, guys. We don't know. Or something else, you know. Maybe a platformer where you get like Mario and stuff, but then no. Why would you do that? You should do this in Smash. You should have done this in Smash Bros. Something like that, guys. But yeah, I'm pretty much done. I don't care anymore. I'm looking at the way the state's gaming is at right now with all these stupid bullshit ass video games. And I already said it in one of my videos. You guys, like I said, I'm just repeating myself. You guys don't want us actually to play video games. You want to make retro games look like shit, and you don't want to see retro games being re-released for modern console. For whatever reason, these games are pretty much affordable. You know, some would say it's a scam, but you know, but if you get to play it on your handheld again, it's great. And then some of y'all, you know, say that every modern game is trash, and I'm not gonna say that you're really wrong, because most companies, they don't want to go big, right? They don't want to go big anymore. They doing their little baby steps, and they're scared to fuck up. And then you guys just want us to not play at all. But that's not my point. I'm not here to make videos to keep you guys away from gaming. I'm not the guy. I'm just telling you, I'm not the guy. You know, but I'm gonna play something. If it's something in between, I don't care. I always find something, because I don't live under a rock. And then you guys don't blame me. You need to blame you guys yourselves for lack of doing research, because you're gonna find. You're gonna find something for. You're gonna start finding. Even for Nintendo Direct, I'm gonna tell you, you're gonna find something that suits you. Know, it's not possible at this point. It's not possible. Okay, it can't be. It can't be that we're gonna watch this and all of this gonna suck. Yeah, there's gonna be things that suck, because it's Nintendo, but not everything, guys. Not every. This is just impossible, guys. Impossible. So yeah, this whole, you know, the Nintendo Switch library until now, to be honest, really sucks balls. You know, because you gotta compare it with the other consoles. It sucks balls. It is trash. Okay, it does look like it's made for children. Okay, and then don't look at me. But I'm like, what do you want me to tell you? They're doing this on purpose, bro. They want it. I didn't ask for this. All right. So then this Nintendo Direct is their chance to disprove it. But if they fail, they were like, you know, it doesn't matter. The Switch 2 is around the corner. We have the Switch 2 around the corner. It doesn't matter if this Nintendo Direct sucks. We have the Nintendo Switch 2 around the corner. And we're going to show all these great games you're not going to have on the Switch, which means you have to buy the Switch 2. In a world where they can get away for releasing 4 models for the Switch before they introduced the Switch 2, guys. They had 4 different models for the Switch. And probably some of you bought all of them. Just to find out that they're gonna release another console. But yeah, some of you guys were probably like, you know, we're not gonna buy the Switch 2. I'm sure there's some of you don't want to buy the Switch 2. At this point, we have so many consoles. Even this, you could even say the Steam Deck. There's so many console handheld choices. You're not gonna buy every console. You know, I'll wish, you know, but I don't give a fuck. But I wish after this presentation, okay, in the next month, that some of y'all finally realize that we live like in a time and era where you're not going to buy every console that drops, okay? Because at this point, there's just so many. Okay, if I would buy every console, I would also have to use them, because I do not buy consoles and let them collect dust. And I already have my PlayStation 2 collecting dust, because I cannot play with my PlayStation 2. Why should I do that? You know? So I'm like, you know, I already own consoles that I barely use. I'm not talking about my consoles that died and that don't work anymore, but others that still function and I can use them because I just can. And if I would get one more, what am I going to do? You know, I just might as well sell some of them. But I don't really want to do this. You guys, to be honest, you haven't really gave me a reason to do this. You know, and it's you guys' fault. If you guys would have, you know, not just Nintendo, but also Sony, if you guys would have taken all these PlayStation 3 games and would have remastered them for the PS4 or PS5, it doesn't fucking matter, then I would not have to still have my PS3. I still have my PS3. I still use my PS3 as if it just launched yesterday, guys. Even tonight, I don't know, but tonight I could even like turn it on and play something, because you guys haven't actually taken these games and put it on the newest stuff. So don't blame me if I'm still playing PlayStation 3, okay? I don't give a fuck. I'm loving it though. I get it. Some of you guys don't want to do that. Some of you guys don't want to go and purchase a PS3 or eBay or somewhere. You don't want to do that, you know. But you have to do this if you want to play Final Fantasy 13 or even Tekken Tag Tournament. You know, the HD Tekken Tag Tournament is only on the PS3. Unless you want to mod your PS4. But it would only run on the PS Pro. Because on the regular PS4, it runs kind of crap. Okay. I'm just saying, guys. And that's the state gaming is in. Okay, and that's why. And it pisses me off. Alright? But I'm going to go, guys. I'm going to have a good rest. you know, for tomorrow, for the Nintendo Direct, guys, so that I could maybe even react to it live, but it's not always about that, guys. But you guys gonna see me again. You guys gonna have an update on me and what I thought about the Nintendo Direct, guys. So if you watched the video all the way, guys are awesome. You're great. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Again, I'm sorry I cannot make no gaming content tonight. I'm just tired. I can't. I admit it. I'm tired. But I'm gonna go, guys. And yeah, until then, guys, later then.